Hey everybody, Samantha White here, and today I wanted to come on and film a video all about zero waste success. I haven't filmed a video in a while. I think it's been like 3 or some months. I'm not apparently very consistent at filming videos, and I decided to film this video today because I have just moved to New Zealand. I've been here about a month and things are sort of starting to get settled in for me. I have a job, I have a place to live now, and along with that comes some stability, but also comes me analyzing the amount of waste that I am currently creating. So today I'm going to talk about the successes that I've had living a low waste lifestyle in the last couple of months, because I think that they are really important, and even though they're not huge things, they're things that I've put energy and work into that, you know, I could have not. Could have just been like, shh. No. One of the first things that came to mind when I was thinking about, okay, what are all the positives that I've done in the last, 60 days or whatever it was. Repairing my clothes, actually. So this is something that I've very slowly over the years been learning how to do. I'm not great at it. I definitely want to learn more this year. It's on my list of things to like do this year. I actually just had a birthday and I like to sort of have a, what are my goals for the year, and mending my own clothes is on that list. But I do know how to replace buttons on a coat, and I did that. The second thing I had written down was also a repairing and reusing sort of thing. I had a computer that broke and wasn't covered underneath my insurance for that computer, and I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it. I had looked into recycling it. Then I found a place that could put on a new computer screen, which is what was broken, in my price range, which was lucky, because if it wouldn't have been my price range, I wouldn't have been able to redo it. Instead of buying a whole new computer and just scrapping that one, I was able to save that computer and now I can reuse it. The third thing I had written down was composting. So composting while traveling I find really hard because I don't feel comfortable taking my food scraps and burying them just anywhere, especially in places like New Zealand where the wildlife is so protected, and I don't want to compromise, biosecurity or whatever it is, and introduce foreign species. I have been saving my compost for the last few weeks because someone informed me that there was a website called Share Waste where you can look and see who around you has compost bins or chickens and then get in contact with them and take your compost to them. I actually was pretty fortunate. I found someone who's like a half-hour walk away, which, not ideal. I wish they were just 2 doors down from me, but is definitely doable every week or two. Composting can be hard, and I really don't want to go back to composting in my own apartment, especially because I know I'm only going to be there 6 months. The fourth thing was recycling. So I've recently moved to Wellington, New Zealand, and it turns out that my apartment complex doesn't really have recycling facilities, like, at all. I didn't even consider this when I moved, that I should look for recycling. I kind of had gotten into the thought that like, oh, of course recycling exists, like everywhere. It comes with trash. Of course it does. Turns out that's not true. I've actually been taking all my recycling down to the public recycling cans that they have just on the street, that if you read their website specifically says is not for residential recycling, but I'm not gonna not take it there. The thing that I'm really proud of about this isn't that there isn't recycling, and it's not that I've been taking my recycling to a different bin. It's that I actually emailed my property manager about it, and I'm going to be getting in contact with either, I think it's like my council member or someone. I'm going to keep following this up to see if there's a way that I can get recycling for this apartment complex, because the next thing that I had on the list was I've been walking pretty much everywhere. That's all me being fortunate and living in a city. I definitely have lived in areas where public transport doesn't exist and I can't walk to where I work or to the grocery store, and I've needed a car, but I don't right now, and I feel really good about having my life set up at least for a few months, where I don't have to drive anywhere and I can choose to walk pretty much everywhere I want to. The last thing that was on my list was I have been able to buy pretty much every single thing I've needed for my new apartment secondhand. Now, I moved into an apartment that other people already lived in, so it was furnished. I didn't have to go out and buy a lot of stuff, but you know, the little stuff, like I wanted a fan for my room because it's warm. I wanted a lamp, and I was able to find all of that secondhand. So that felt really good. This room that I'm in right now is not my room. My room doesn't look anything like this. My room is like blue and yellow, and it's a very funky color palette. This is actually an Airbnb that I'm in for my birthday, so this is like some lovely, beautiful, white, Instagram-worthy room. That's not what my life looks like, but it is where I've decided to film. I basically just made this video so that I could make myself feel better, but I hope that this video also has made some of you guys feel better, especially if, you know, you think about things in the same way as me, where it can be very easily to get really overwhelmed. I would love to hear about the positive impacts you've been making in any area of your life. It doesn't have to be zero waste, but it definitely can. I love hearing about all the little ways that people are making their world a better place. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you're all having a great day. Bye!